Hey there everyone, this is what we're going to be doing today. So what I'm talking about is fourth intervals. This is not an easy thing for guitarists to play. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but if for instance we think about playing the scale like this, for instance, here we go, first note. Play the first note on the tip of your finger, then collapse onto the next note. Now what we've got here going on is the tip of the first finger is still touching the low E string, but it's muting it. So this can help with, I don't know, like stop strings ringing out and all that sort of thing when you're playing, especially this kind of interval, or this muting technique's used in different ways. But the idea on this, you're on the tip of the finger, then you're on the fat part, on the whatever that's called, my brain's not working, but then you can just go between like an ambulance between the two notes. But the idea is the fifth string is not ringing out, I'm muting it, and then the sixth string is ringing, but when I go down, fifth string is ringing, sixth string is not. So this technique takes a bit of getting used to. It's awkward. We can practice just by, if you touch your fingers to your thumb, so first finger, and just practice doing this. Get used to controlling this kind of movement, and then try and do it with rhythm. Do it with every finger, and I don't have as much flexibility. My fourth finger is the one that bends back the most. Unfortunately, the others are very straight, which is annoying, but it's the way it goes. So the idea, try and put it through your scale. If we're starting on the first note, the fourth is underneath. Now on the next note, we don't have a fourth from the next note, we've just got a major third. So what we want to do next, we'll go up to the third note. We do a little fire engine, ambulance thing, whatever. Same thing again on the next note. I find it a bit hard with that finger because it's really straight. So we can go up the scale, fourth, major third, fourth, 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 third, fourth, fourth. So it's the note that's directly under is the one that's the fourth, and the rest of them different. Depends on what scales you're doing, but yeah, we're talking about fourths. It gets a bit tricky, but if you can, you can practice like this. Take any little idea. You can cheat and use the third finger, but we want to try and get used to this this movement. So there's a good one to do. So just getting used to that movement. And yeah, you start applying it in your soloing. So getting used to this movement of the finger from the tip to the pad. Is it called the pad? I don't know. Anyway, so someone started drilling. Oh, they stopped. Here's some ideas. one of the other things, you can play more than just 2 strings in a row. You can play, it depends on if you're playing single notes or you're letting them bleed into each other, because that's essentially the minor triad. But if you want to play 3 and then quickly move on to other notes, you don't necessarily want those first few notes ringing out. So I use the same technique, and on the higher string, I kind of move my finger, because I've used the muting part technique on those 2 strings, and I can't do it again because it's just not going to work. So on the last one, I move my hand this way, so it's doing the same sort of thing, but I'm using the corner of my finger tip. But it just depends. This part of the hand can help as well for muting. I do recommend using that when soloing. Even thumb resting across strings helps for muting. There's a lot of sweepy kind of stuff that some people do. It's like a Frank Gambale kind of thing. I don't really do sweeping, but yeah, you can use the 4th idea. Anyway, so there you go. If you're liking the videos, thumbs up, put on the notifications. I'll be doing more and more. Send it to friends, pass it around the world, let people learn how to play better. Cheers.